Hi guys, got another video for you. This one is ranking every team's best wide receiver. So each team will have a wide receiver in this video. Not doing like I did last year where there's top 32 wide receivers in the league. So it started. First off, number 32, we got the Bills wide receiver, Khalil Shakir. Yeah, like this is nothing against him. I think he's a good wide receiver. I just don't think he's a true number one wideout. I think he's a better number two. Just they have him as number one. Maybe Keon Coleman as a breakout year when it comes to number one wide receiver, but their depth chart has Shakir listed as number one. So let's say it happens, Coleman. I mean, Coleman would be number one guy, but when you have Josh Allen throwing to you, he can help make you look better than you actually are because he's a really good quarterback. So yeah, number 31 got Jacoby Myers of the Las Vegas Raiders. Kind of same thing, Shakir. He's a good number two. He's a really good number two. If he was number two, problem is he's their number one because they traded Devontae Adams last year. They did draft Jack Beck, but he's a second round pick. So how much of a good of a rookie year you expect him to have? And see how he does. He should have better quarterback play finally with Geno Smith throwing to him. Just like if I was just doing their top weapon and had Brock Bowers here instead, they'd be a lot higher. But I'm just doing their top wide receiver, tight end will be in a little bit. So yeah, number 30, got former one of the top wide receivers in the league. I got Patriots with Stephon Diggs. Like I definitely could have him a lot higher. Like he's just reputation. He's had some better years than 30, but he's coming off a major injury. He is getting up there. He is, I believe, 31, 32. And even when he was healthy, still the Texans last year, he didn't have the best year. So how good is he still? And he's coming off a major injury. Number 29, got another guy who used to be near the top, used to be on the higher end receivers. Another guy coming off a major injury. Got Brandon Ayuk of the San Francisco 49ers. So yeah, kind of same thing with Diggs outside of age. Ayuk is in his mid 20s, so he's not nearly as old as Diggs. But yeah, it's just he's coming from a major injury. When he was healthy, he looked awful last year. So how good is he going to be? Hopefully, he can be good again. Maybe just because he was waiting for his new contract last offseason, he didn't have a full offseason. That happens sometimes. We'll see what happens there. Got another guy who suffered injuries last year. Got Chris Olave. They were on Saints. Say like most of the injuries, probably him higher. And if he had better quarterback play, it's just he's got no. I expect him to have pretty inconsistent quarterback play with Tyler Shuck as his starting quarterback as of now. Even if they end up starting with Spencer Rattler, don't think he's going to be much more consistent. So that's part of it. He's a good wideout. It's just can he stay healthy? And how bad is his quarterback play, which will hurt him as well. Number 27 got Jerry Jeudy, the Cleveland Browns. Another guy is going to be dealing with a lot of inconsistent quarterback play because who knows who's will be starting there? Because it could be Joe Flacco, it could be Kenny Pickett, it could be Jalen Gabriel, it could be Shedeur Sanders. There really have four different options, and on none of those four are the greatest options. So I was like, yeah, there's that. He's a good wideout. I think it's just I don't think if he had better quarterback play, I might have him a little higher. It's just I'm not very high on his quarterback play this upcoming season. Number 26, got Rashee Rice of the Kansas City Chiefs. Another guy who missed a lot of time last year to injury. He was looking good before he got injured. It's just I think I think he'll be on spec fine just because he did get injured relatively early on. Just I think they got a lot of weapons. They might be sparing the weapons out too. Ever since they got rid of Tyreek Hill, they've liked to spread out their weapon, like their targets to a lot of their guys. Like when they had Tyreek Hill, he was their main guy easy. But ever since then, they've had a lot of multiple weapons. They like to spread out. See what happens there. If same thing, if we saw full season last year, probably be higher on him. Just injury. Like a lot of these guys on this lower side are either I think better as number twos, not as number ones, or just coming off major injuries from last year, which I think might hurt them. So that's it for this slide. Let's go to the next one, number 25. We got our first rookie. We got Tatriel McMillan of the Carolina Panthers. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think Bryce Young will have a better rookie year. I mean, a third season. I mean, I don't know. I started curious in rookie for a while. But yeah, he's good. He's on B easily. They're not top weapon because we got Adam Thielen, but he's pretty old. They don't have much at tight end. They do got Chuba Hubba Hubbard, a running back, but he's also a running back. It's like Ted McMillan's pretty easily don't be their main wide receiver there. I think of a good rookie season. Hopefully get Bryce Young when he needs and a good number one wide receiver. Number 24 got a sophomore season wide receiver, Marvin Harrison Jr. of the Arizona Cardinals. So yeah, it's like he had a good rookie year last year. It's just he got overshadowed by all these other insane wide receivers such tight ends rookie seasons in Malik Neighbors, Brian Thomas Jr., Brock Bowers, and Lad McConkey. They all had a really, really good rookie years. Just like if it wasn't for those four guys, he'd probably be talked about more. Having a decent rookie year. It's just those guys were so good, he gets overshadowed. He's still, I think he's somebody good wide receiver. It's just he gets drafted in front of four guys that had insane rookie years. Like it came for some NFL history, four rookie wide receivers slash tight ends at 1,000+ receiving yards. Like that's crazy. So yeah. Number 23 got Calvin Ridley of the Tennessee Titans. So yeah, he had a good year last year. It's just not super high on him. I'm just a little higher on him than these other guys. Should have better quarterback play and Cam Ward over Will Levis, so he won't have to worry about Will Levis having highlight bad plays every week. It just seemed like Levis had one of those every week last year. But yeah, I think he's a good wideout. Number 22, we got Micah Pittman Jr. of the Indianapolis Colts. Like in the past, he's been better than this. It's just he's got some other like terms of just. I'm not saying he's a top 20 receiver in the whole league. I'm just saying like turn like T and starter. It's just he's coming off. He still have some injuries in recent years. They got Josh Downs. They got Alec Pierce. They added Tyler Warren. So they got and they also had Jonathan Taylor in the backfield. They got a lot of other weapons. He's gonna be contending with um, catches with and targets. So it's just like how much does that go to him? Still think it's a good wideout though. Number 21 got Jaden Reed of the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, this team has a lot of. They have a good depth for wide receiver. Like they got him. They added Why they came up playing the same? They added the Texas wide receiver. They got Christian Watson's injured, but they still have him. They got Romeo Dobbs. So yeah, like they got a lot of other weapons to throw to. But he's a good wideout. Just like if he didn't have kind of same thing with Pittman, if he didn't have so many other guys to get 10 targets with, I probably would have him higher. But I still think he's a good wideout. Number 20, you got Cortland Sutton of the Denver Broncos. Guy who's been good and consistent for a while now. Until this last season, he's had awful quarterback play. Finally got good quarterback play and made his playoff debut. Thanks to Bill Nix and Sean Payton. Yeah, he's good. It's just a little higher on some of these younger guys having some better breakout years, or just getting a little better. Maybe not breakout, just because some of these guys in front of him are just that good. But yeah, I think Sutton's a really good wideout though. Number 19 got another sophomore receiver. Got Lad McConkey of the LA Chargers. Yeah, a guy who was drafted in the second round, came out and was a great weapon for Herbert. Overcame Quentin Johnson for the number one wideout, which is good because Johnson's not that good. Like if Johnson was the number one wideout still, he would be near the bottom of this list. Like he's okay, but I'm not very high on him at this point. Johnson so far has not been a wide receiver. I'm kind of getting a great rookie year though. Hopefully another year with Herbert. In the system, we can have an even better season. Number 18, got another young wideout. I got Zay Flowers of the Baltimore Ravens. So yeah, he had a good year last year. It's just not super high on him. Like I'm not low on him. I'm super low on him either. I'm just not super high on him. He's good though. It's really just nothing against him related. I'm just higher on some of these guys I have in front of him. I guess really it's like some of these receivers in front of him are all really good. Like London, I like London more gets a little bit, but Morris I'd probably have even higher if they have said the same thing as other guys. He's got a lot of weapons other than him to contend with, targets with. Yeah, Flowers good. Yeah, like especially if Bateman gets injured, like he always seems to, he probably have an even better year because then he is literally the only good wide receiver unless they add somebody else. But yeah, number 17 got the Drake London of the Atlanta Falcons. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe he has even a career year. Maybe just right kind of put it's just breakout year because he is still pretty young. Just because he hopefully will only have consistent quarterback play, which he hasn't had over his career. Like a lot of these guys in this list have been in the league for a few years now, haven't had the very consistent quarterback play like McConkey did, but he's only rookie. Flowers has. Both of them are obviously. Sutton never has till his last year. Reed has, but Pittman really hasn't. Ridley never really has. Harrison is okay. Millen's a rookie. It's like so many of these guys have never had consistent quarterback play. So like if London can get that, maybe he can be even higher. Just he's on this maybe once he shows that, I'll probably put him a little higher. But he's still a really good receiver here. A lot of these guys at this point are really good. Just some I think are better than others, obviously. Number 16 got DJ Moore of the Chicago Bears. So yeah, like he was part of the trade up to number 1 with the Panthers a couple years ago, and he's been great for them. He's been their number 1 wideout. Like that trade was great. Like they got him, they got Caleb, they got among other picks. So yeah, he's been really good for them. It's just the same thing as some of these other guys. He's got a lot of other guys to battle for targets. I think he's gonna be their number 1 like weapon. It's just he's got other guys. They got Roman Dunze in his sophomore season. They got Cole Kmet. They added Colson Loveland. They got DeAndre Swift. They got a lot of other weapons. And how can Caleb do in his sophomore season? Should help that they have a better interior line too to give Caleb more time to throw to DJ Moore as well. Either way, he's a really good wideout. So that's it for this side. Let's go to number 15. 15, we got Jackson Smith-Njigba of the Seattle Seahawks, another one wide receiver. Like this league has a lot of good young wide receivers. Like I think, like it's been a long time, but the oldest 2 wide receivers on the list are Mike Evans and Stephon Diggs, who were drafted in 2014 and 2015, respectively. All these other guys, like nobody is from 2016. Cooper Kupp isn't on here. Godwin isn't on here, so nobody's from 17. Then there's 2018. So like a lot of these guys are under 30, which is kind of crazy. Like a lot of these guys are going to be good and be good for a while. Including Jigba is still only going into his 3rd season. He had a breakout year last year. He's now doesn't have to worry about Tyler Lockett or TK Metcalf. Now just Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp could have been listed as number 1, but in the depth chart they had Njigba listed as number 1 wide receiver, so I went for Njigba. But he's a really good guy, wide receiver, and our young one. Number 14, got Terry McLaurin, the Washington Commanders. So we'll see what happens with him. He is holding out for a new contract, so that might hurt him. Just because, like, we've seen in the past, like, when you guys hold out late to the offseason, it's not really late to the offseason yet, but it is getting pretty close to regular season. It sometimes hurts the regular season just because they might not practice as hard because they didn't want to get injured and then hurt their new contract. And when that happens, this close to the season, or the season's about to start in a little over a month, it's not a lot of time to be fully ready, but I still think he's really good. If it wasn't for that, I might have him a little higher. Number 13, got Garrett Wilson of the New York Jets. Their young wide receiver. Yeah, he's been really good. He's dealt with some injuries and some inconsistency, but he's also had really inconsistent quarterback play. Like he decided to deal with Aaron Rodgers last year, Tyrod Taylor, Zach Wilson, and 4 snaps of Rodgers that season. So it's like if he can finally get a consistent quarterback play with Fields, I think he can have a better season. Just how does Fields do? Because we don't know if Fields is a proven good NFL starting QB or not yet. We've seen flashes, nothing for sure about Fields. So yeah, I got a new guy, wide receiver on a new team. Got TK Metcalf of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So yeah, he's been really good for Seahawks since he got drafted. It's just the seeking consistent quarterback play with a kind of same thing Wilson dealt with last year, just with a guy who's even a year older and Rodgers now. Yeah, he's good. It's just and also it's like kind of the opposite of some other guys. He's the only really wide receiver. Like they got either Calvin Austin or Roman Wilson as number two, most likely. Those I'm not very high on those guys. It's like maybe Roman Wilson, I think eventually be good. I'm just not super high on him yet. Just after missing all his rookie year due to injury. So yeah, how does that hurt him? But I still think Metcalf is a really good wide receiver. Number 11, got Mike Evans of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Could be wrong because I don't know his exact age versus Diggs, but I believe he's the oldest guy on this list. Guy who has had 1,000 yards every single season of his career. That is crazy. He's still really good and consistent. Almost 1,000 yards for first time last year. They literally on like one of the last plays of the last game of the regular season they called a play to literally get him the yards he needed to get over 1,000 yards, which I thought was cool just because he was so close. Get it to him. Because I was saying that I felt you don't round out stats. But yeah, Evans been really good and consistent. Could definitely have Chris Godwin on here, and he could be or probably be around the same spot because Godwin had a great year last year before he got injured. I had him on my fantasy leagues last year, and he was really, really good for me. Then he got injured. Godwin might be a little just due to that injury, and he's got Evans, and they added in Buka, but Evans is still really good and consistent for them. Number 10, got sophomore wide receiver, got Brian Thomas Jr. of the Jacksonville Jaguars. One of the famous LSU wide receivers. LSU is really, really good at producing great wide receivers. Thomas had a great season, but the inconsistent quarterback play and slash injuries with Trevor Lawrence that didn't help that. But yeah, I think I'm a great sophomore season. They did add Travis Hunter Jr., which I don't think will hurt him too much. It just might help take the focus away from him sometimes. Hunter has a great rookie year. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, Thomas is a great wide receiver. All these guys are superstars and even better. Number 9, got Puka Nacua of the LA Rams. So yeah, he was a steal in the 5th round a couple years ago. He's been great with the Rams. Even his rookie year is a big part of them. Once he got back from injury, turning around, they did deal a lot of injuries around the year, and they were having a bad record. But then they turned around, made the playoffs, won the playoff game, get it relatively close against the Eagles. Just the Eagles pulled it away late and pulled it away quick. So once the Eagles started going away with it, it got bad. Nacua, he's a really good wide receiver. So yeah. Number 8, got Malik Neighbors, another sophomore wide receiver, got Malik Neighbors of the New York Giants. Another guy who had a really, really good wide receiver. Another guy who's out of LSU. Like, I'm not explaining we all know who the top 2 is. I'm not explaining who is in what order, but the top 2 on this list are also LSU guys. It's like LSU has a lot of really good wide receivers, and they produce. Neighbors is one of them. He's really good. It's just he's another guy who's probably going to be dealing with this quarterback play with Jackson Dart, Russell Wilson, James Winston. Who knows who's going to be starting the most this season. Number 7, you got Nico Collins of the Houston Texans. So yeah, if he had stayed healthy all year last year and he kept up what he was doing, I probably would have him a little higher. It's just he got injured. We'll see how he does, how Stroud does in his 3rd season. Should help him. That Stroud, that he has Collins back hopefully all year. But yeah, Collins, he's a really good wide receiver. Number 6, got Amon-Ra St. Brown of the Detroit Lions. So yeah, another guy who was, I believe, a fourth round steal in the 21 draft by the Lions. He's been great for them. He is really good. Big part of them making it to the playoffs and becoming number 1 seed. They won a playoff game, but that wasn't fully on him. He had a great season. So for him, let's go to the top 5. These top 5 are like, could argue Tyreek Hill a little older just because he had a really bad year last year. But in my opinion, these top 5 guys are pretty set. It's just what order you have him. And then, I mean, the top 2, they're like, we know what the top 2 are, in my opinion, pretty easily. Just what order you have them. Obviously, you have JJ, then Ja'Marr Chase. They're both really good. So yeah, number 5 had Tyreek Hill, the Miami Dolphins. Yeah, he had a really, really good year. Not this last season, the season before. It's just he had some injuries. I mean, when he did play, it didn't look the same. But 2 was also dealing with injuries, so I was like, no, a lot of our receivers do have worse years when they have consistent quarterback play. Honestly, I'd love it if they didn't care about that quarterback play and still have really good years. But he is still all right. Still think he's a good one of the top weapons in the league. He is another guy who is getting a little up there. He's in his 30s. I think he's 31 at this point. Number 4 got AJ Brown of the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, another weapon. Like, ever since the Eagles traded for him from the Titans a few years ago, he's been great for them. Helped them make back to Super Bowls in his 3 years there, win one. But yeah, he's been great. He's been great weapon for Jalen Hurts since they got there. So yeah. Number 3, guys, division rival. We got CeeDee Lamb of the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah. CeeDee's another guy. He's been great. Like, even with Dak missing a lot of time last year due to an injury, and even when he did play, not looking the greatest. CeeDee still had a really good year. Yeah, he's been great. Our receiver. That 2020 NFL draft class for our receivers is really good. So yeah. Number 2, guys, draft class. Guy from the same draft class got Justin Jefferson of the Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, like, it was close between him and Ja'Marr Chase. I decided to go Chase over Jefferson just because Chase had a better year last year. He won the Triple Crown, but Jefferson was close. He was second in receiving yards. Both of these former LSU teammates are both really, really good. And they're close. JJ had a great year with Sam Darnold. As a Vikings fan, I love watching him. So yeah. Number 1, guys, former LSU teammates. Got Ja'Marr Chase of the Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah, like, it's kind of crazy how good these LSU receivers are in the league, how many of them there are. Yeah, he's really good. Honestly, he won the Triple Crown last year. I can't remember the exact number how many guys have won it, but one of the few who have done it. Didn't receive any Offensive Player of the Year votes. First time our receivers won the Triple Crown. Didn't do that, but he still had a really, really good year. Sucked his defense was so bad they didn't even make the playoffs with him, Burrow, and Burrow both having really good years. Excuse me. But yeah, either way, Ja'Marr is all these guys in the top 5 though are really, really good. Top 2, you can put them kind of in whatever order. It's just, I think JJ and Chase are pretty clearly the top 2. Unless I think it was PFF who had AJ Brown ranked as number 1. Somebody ranked him as number 1 a few weeks ago. I think AJ Brown's a great receiver, and I do not think he's better than honestly CeeDee Lamb, JJ, or Ja'Marr Chase. And there's no offense to Brown. He's really good. It's just CeeDee, JJ, and Chase are all, I think, even better than him. But guys, that's all me for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a good one.